Hi guys, the summer update introduced Proficiency Refinement, allowing you to reroll some of your perks on your weapons, at most 2 of them, and obviously this brought on a lot of questions from a lot of people across Discords and my YouTube comments, etc., etc. So I decided to make a written guide for it instead of a video. I think it's easier to consume and easier to update it down the line when things change. So on Tibia Pal, we now have a tool called Proficiency Refinement. On the left-hand side, you can find it here. We have 5 tabs for each vocation. On the top section, we mention the best perks that you want for your vocation, for your weapons. There's also some alternatives if you don't want to spend too much time fishing for the perfect one, maybe some circumstantial ones. Yes, I mean, the key ones to mention for everybody is that the best one usually for every vocation is percentage of your highest combat skill as extra damage for your spells. You get that one on any vocation, you are very, very happy. Some solid alternatives are bestiary category. But this one is only if you're extremely committed to hunting like one particular bestiary category for like years, basically. Otherwise, it's not really worth spending and dust on that. Also, if you're a solo hunter only exclusively, then the Alpha Strike targets above 95% hit points is also very, very good. So you could consider that one. But generally speaking, the percentage of highest combat skill as extra damage for your spells is the best one. Paladin also has ones around auto attacks, which are very good. But largely, yeah, the highest combat skill as extra damage for your spells is the one to go for. In addition to this, every vocation has a little expandable section for the weapons, for the vocation weapons. Not all of them, because, I didn't want to... It's not really worth re-rolling perks on like low tier weapons because it's quite dust intense. You'd be better off saving the dust. So I've just got it on like the best weapons. Like for example, for EK, I've got it from the soul weapons up. For Paladin, I've got it for the soul weapons up plus the bow of destruction. For Sorcerer, for example, I've got from soul weapons up plus the lion wand, etc., etc. Anyway, the way this works is you can expand it, and it shows you the order in which to reroll the proficiency. So, for example, for the Lion one, the first perk to reroll would be +3 hit points on hit, which is in the first column, and then Fish for the combat skill as extra damage for your spells. The second perk in Lion one, I believe you shouldn't really bother because it's not really worth the dust investment. You're going to be switching to a better weapon too early anyway. On the bow, for example, if you go, I don't know, say in the Sanguine bow, first you should go for the 5% of life leech for Divine Caldera in the second column. And for the second perk, once you've got the Mastery, you should get rid of the +1 distance fighting in the first column. And we've got this for every vocation. This will be updated over time as things change. This was crowdsourced through my Discord server. Loads of people contributed random numbers, ran simulations for the perks and for the existing weapon proficiencies to figure out what is best, what is worst. So this should generally be accurate for vast majority of players. Of course, if you have like some crazy outlier kind of character on like an extremely high skill or extremely high level, there is a chance that maybe something here would be slightly better for you. But generally speaking, this is very, very safe for like 95% plus of players. What I have here will be pretty good for you, I think. So anyway, that's the tool. It's tibiapal.com/proficiency. I'll post a link in the description down below. So yeah, if you don't know what to go for, yeah, check out this tool. I hope it helps. And yeah, hopefully fewer people will be asking the same question over and over. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.